Lucas Kunce, a Democrat candidate, and former Representative Adam Kinzinger thought they'd show off their gun handling chops in a campaign stunt. They were out there firing at still targets from a comically close distance, and that's when things went sideways.
Democratic Senate candidate Lucas Kunce is facing backlash after a local TV reporter was struck by a bullet fragment while Kunce was firing a gun at a gun range during a campaign event. Now, his opponent, GOP Senator Josh Hawley, posted to X, quote, "I know the Kunce campaign needed a shot in the arm, but this is taking it a little far." Federalist co-founder Sean Davis also weighed in saying, quote, "Absolutely mind-blowing insanity from a candidate for a political party that wants to take away your guns because it claims you can't safely own them." Kunce gave this statement to Fox News Digital, saying safety is important to us, which is why the range was set up and run by a certified NRA training counselor. We acted quickly, and I'm glad the reporter was okay and able to keep reporting.
I'm here to tell you today that this guy is a goofball. This is the same guy who said this in 2021.
I'm Lucas Kunce, and I'm running for U.S. Senate here in Missouri. You know what? Forget it. I don't have to do this type of thing. You know, I kind of got my fill of carrying one of these around in Iraq and Afghanistan. Stunts like that, those are for those clowns on the other side, like that mansion man Mark McCloskey. If you don't remember who I'm talking about, he's that guy who got his 15 minutes of fame waving one of these weapons of war around at a bunch of people who were walking by his mansion. And now he somehow thinks that that qualifies himself to be a U.S. Senator. Well, Mark, I hear you got a trial coming up pretty soon here for your misuse of a weapon. So I've got a challenge for you. How about this? If you do something that you should have done already a long time ago, and that's apologize to all those people you threatened with deadly force, I'll give you one U.S. Marine-led weapons training class. That way, you can keep yourself out of future trouble with the law, and everyone around you will be a whole lot safer.
That ad was some next level projection and karma. Irony is, the guy he's talking about giving a weapon training course to so everyone would be safer around him never actually hurt anyone. But Lucas Bakken's Democratic doppelganger over here just fragged a clueless reporter because some dumbass part of his brain thought shooting a bullet that travels over 3,000 feet per second at rusted and pitted steel targets from 10 yards away is a good idea. So not only did you end up proving that you are indeed that clown, you also proved you are an unsafe clown. Anyone who knows firearms knows shooting an AR at a still target within 50 yards is going to cause bullet fragments to fly back. I've been hit by them many times, but between 30 and 50 yards, the bullet fragments barely break the skin, if at all. But shooting an AR at still targets from 10 to 12 yards is just dumb. His goal was to show his expertise with guns, but all he did was demonstrate a lack of understanding about the realities of shooting steel. What's crazy is one of the guys wasn't even wearing eye protection during some of this. Shooting still targets at 10 to 12 yards without eye protection is like playing dodgeball with shards of glass. I've seen the fragments fly back even at 50 yards. So at that distance, a fragment to the eye could be game over. A fragment to the skin might sting, but to the eye? Congratulations, you are now Nick Fury. And what's with the Hubble telescope of an optic they have on this rifle? You think he was trying to shoot at Neptune. The target is 10 yards away and you're using an optic that starts at no less than a magnification of 5. So I don't even know how you could even see what you're looking at with that type of magnification at that short of a distance. You're essentially aiming at individual atoms at this point. A simple red dot or an iron sight would have been more than enough, but he went with something fit for stargazing. But now I'm just being petty. So since Petty Noir is out, here's a reminder to everyone. If you're gonna shoot still, always wear your eye protection. As a matter of fact, just always wear the eye protection. It's what keeps incidents like this from getting worse. And of course, don't forget about hearing protection either. Me personally, I never go to the range without my AKT1 blackout hearing protection. Now these bad boys come with the 25 dB noise reduction, Bluetooth enabled, and transparency mode for awareness. You can listen to music, take calls, all while protecting your hearing while you're at the gun range or just going about life. So hit the link in the description section of this video to get yours now so you can keep your ears safe while you're still hearing what's going on around you. Now, this whole stunt was a big exercise in projection, which is typical for anti-gun politicians like Lucas. They don't trust you with the gun because they don't trust themselves with the gun. This is the same guy who was clearly carrying the most AR-15 of AR-15s and calling it a weapon of war. then proceeds to cap the cameraman in the arm because he's such an expert in firearm safety that he didn't know shooting at rusted and pitted steel targets at 10 yards is dangerous as hell, and then had the nerve to gaslight us by acting like it was no big deal because he was prepared with the first aid kit. Like I said before at the beginning of this video, this guy is goofy. But hey, I may be wrong. Maybe I'm going too hard on the guy. Let me know. Leave a comment in the description section of this video. Actually, don't leave it in the description section. Leave it in the comment section of this video and let me know. Am I being too hard? Am I judging too harshly? Or is it, you know what I'm saying? No, he deserved every bit of my criticism. Let me know in the comment section, and don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to the channel and do all of those things, because if you don't, then how will anybody ever see the amazing firearm safety expertise of Lucas?